Talked about the Johnson & Johnson jab, how it was discouraged by the CDC. Gosh, I think that was like late last week or something like that. Yeah, different blood clot concerns that were out there, and they're like, yeah, we should probably pump the brakes on that until, the CDC director had to come out and be like, oh fuck, I do actually have stock in Johnson & Johnson. I don't know that for sure, but you know what? Hey, the mind can wander, I suppose, but people unable or unwilling. Okay, that's a very, very, very small group of people. Unable, literally, I could walk within walking distance. Well, not right now. Tomorrow it's going to be like 30 below, but today the snow is driving, and it will be for the next 48 hours. But theoretically, within walking distance, okay, I could go to about a half dozen pharmacies and get the jab, okay, or just, I don't know, fucking call in and somehow get an appointment because we're still at that point in time because Canada's retarded. But yeah, no, I could go get the jab at like a multitude of places, okay? So, and I know in the United States, it's a lot easier to get. It's literally on every fucking street corner. It's across the street from the guy selling meth. You can go get the jab if you're so inclined. But that whole unable argument doesn't really hold weight. And then the unwilling, okay, so if you're unwilling to get the ones that are popular and are recognized for international travel, which is another one of those big areas of concern and reasons why people are getting the jab, so they can go on planes easier, I guess. I don't know, that's the argument, or that's the ideology that's out there. But so Pfizer and Moderna, which are recognized worldwide, at least they were a couple weeks ago, last time I checked in, don't really care, but that's where it is right now. So the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine should still get the Johnson & Johnson blood clotter. Why? What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Americans who are not willing or able to get the Pfizer or Moderna shot, like, who doesn't carry that? Okay, well, whatever, should get the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 shot, according to the director of Center for Disease Control and Prevention. CDC's Vaccine Advisory Panel recently recommended the agency make clear that the Pfizer and Moderna jabs, both of which utilize messenger RNA technology, are preferred over the Johnson & Johnson one. Rochelle Walensky, the CDC's director, accepted the recommendation. However, getting any vaccine is still better than remaining unvaccinated, Walensky said at a December 17th press conference. Oh, okay, cool. Given the current state of the pandemic, both here and around the world, okay, cool, the one that you won't ever let go of because you like to have these internationally covered press conferences, I get it. Any vaccination is better than no vaccination because it stops the spread, right? Cool. Anyways, I remember when all this stuff started, at the beginning of the pandemic in March of 2020, fuck me in the ass. Center for Vaccine Developments, Peter Hotez, he was one of the guests that were out there outlining how terrible and awful the fucking coof was going to be. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. Yeah, and this guy's had bad take after bad take after bad take. And now he's the first one, at least I've seen in mainstream outlets, to float out the theory I've been talking about for a while. Every 3 months, we might need another booster. What did I say? What the fuck did I say? Don't worry, boosters will come out. Okay, and then it'll be every 6 months. Okay. First, remember, okay, it started every 8 months. Okay. And then every 5, and then, Fauci and Biden were talking, it's like every 5 months, everybody's like, no, that's too long. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. 6 months. Okay, we'll all settle on 6 months. Only need one booster, don't worry about it. And then, maybe every 6 months, okay, eventually, okay, we'll change the definition of fully vaccinated, okay, like you should just always get the jab, never be afraid, Big Daddy government always has your back. And then, of course, what's more likely after that? Well, more jabs, of course. So every 3 months, quarterly, imagine that. And then it'll be every month, and then it'll be every couple of weeks, and then eventually it'll just be, I don't know, an additive into your fucking breakfast cereal if you're so inclined. Instead of Special K, it'll be special mRNA, or instead of Kellogg's, it'll just be Pfizer's Rice Krispies. Center for Vaccine Development Director Dr. Peter Hotez said Tuesday on MSNBC's MTP Daily. Don't know what that is. Don't really care either. Wouldn't be caught dead watching it. And he believes, especially for healthcare workers, it's just the sick and the immunocompromised, right? People will need coronavirus booster shots every 3 months. Of course, Hotez says, now we have an added problem, and that is scientific to the to the Omicron variant. That third booster is holding up well for Delta, Alpha, and other variants. For Omicron, it is waning really quickly. Where's your evidence that it's actually working and helping significantly for Delta and Alpha? Where's the proof on that? No. Oh, you don't have any of that? You can just say it, though, because he wears his lab coat at home. What a fruit. Anchor Chuck Todd, speaking of which, said, we know that Moderna is apparently working on a booster, which can't get proper authorization for what? Rather Grinch-like reasons? I can't quite remember. Anywho. Are we going to see this sort of gap? It sounds like, look, we're all thinking selfishly. Oh, really? I'm sure when people just heard that you said about the booster for healthcare workers, are you saying 3 months for our boosters? We probably need another booster. Hotez says, I think so. Good. I'm so glad. I know I feel a lot warmer about that. Leave to the federal agencies, you can literally hear the winks and the nudges there, to offer an opinion about the general population, but at least let's protect the population because it's critical. Cool. Yeah, because people are just dropping dead from this fucking Omicron variant, right? Anyways, yeah, so that was MSNBC, but let's talk about CNN having a fucking real one with their top doctor, okay? Somebody that they have on all the time. I don't even know if she's a doctor, but she's a medical analyst, okay? Don't wear a cloth mask, non-surgical masks, or facial decorations. Huh. Cool. What a based and red pill take. But remember, this is her opinion. That's not my opinion. Mine's far more detailed than that. Anyways, CNN medical analyst Leana Wen said Monday on Newsroom that cloth masks are little more than facial decorations in preventing the spread of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. Oh, it's smaller and it can somehow get through the pores of your cloth mask? Huh, okay. Anchor Victor Blackwell said, Mayor Bill de Blasio said the city has not yet made a decision on if it will cancel the Times Square event for crowds to show up. Right now, you have to be vaccinated, and if they hold it, okay, well, yeah, because didn't you hear Biden's speech earlier in the day when he said that more places are open? Yeah, no, cool. We're still worried about lockdowns, but it's alright, it's fine. But for people considering going there or to Peach Drop in Atlanta, I don't know what that is, or any of the similar events across the country, what would your advice be to them? Good or not good? If you're vaccinated, you're fine. What do you think? Wen said, I won't do that accent. I do think that Mayor de Blasio should be canceling the New York City event because fun should be outlawed. Oh, I'm sorry. Because it requires proof of vaccination and it is outdoors. What? Oh, I don't think that. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So now all of a sudden outdoors matters, but aren't you still trying to push masks outdoors? Oh, whatever. It's all very confusing and very stupid. We can't be canceling everything, especially if you're going to be living with COVID for the foreseeable future. Yeah, it's almost like we should just, drop all of this nonsense. Okay, cool. Drop that like the ball in New York City. I would say that if you choose to go, make sure you're vaccinated and boosted and wearing a mask, whatever, fuck off. Even though it is outdoors, of course, yeah. So make sure to wear your mask. There's a lot of people packed around you. Wear a 3-ply surgical mask. Don't wear a cloth mask. Cloth masks are little more than facial decorations. There's no place for them in light of Omicron, and didn't elaborate on that one. Oh, well, just hurry up and go to break. Go to break. Go to break. Yeah, sure, fuck off. But yeah, no, remember, that's the opinion of the healthcare directors that are out there, right? Take their opinions, not mine. I'm not a healthcare provider or any of that other dumb shit. What do? I just read a bunch of articles. I just do my own research, and I'm just immersed in this stuff. But hey, she has a cushy position. She's one of the experts that gets preferred spots and preferred talking gigs on mainstream media, so she clearly knows more than everybody else out there. And I'll take her advice at face value. So what can you do with your cloth masks? Oh, I don't know. Soak it in chloroform. Maybe you'll find yourself a life partner out there at New York's ball drop on New Year's Eve. God knows there's enough crime around there. Might as well contribute to those numbers. Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about sports because, yeah, we got another professional sports league fucking taking the proverbial knee by closing down their season a little bit earlier. And, of course, it's fucking stupid woke Canuckistan. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.